this is review. We've done all of these before, but extra practice is good, so I don't know. We'll see how many of these I go through. Maybe I'll do them all. Maybe I'll get tired. Because you do have access to all of these. We've done all of these before, which means I've done them either in a homework help video before, or I've done them in a recorded lesson. All right. So rhombus. Okay, to construct a rhombus, I'll use segment AB as one of the sides, and angle A is one of the angles. Okay. So, what do we know about a rhombus? A rhombus has all four sides the same length. So, all sides the same length. Okay. So right now, my sides are not the same length, right? This side is way longer. I'm going to label this guy over here. Let's label this, that can be C. I'll label this C. C. Can we see that? Oh yeah, okay. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my compass, and I'm going to measure side AC. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me get it and then I'll show you. Goodness gracious. Okay, there. Measure side AC with your compass. All right, so the pointy end was, well, it doesn't matter. The pointy end was on A, and then I measured out to C. So now I'm going to keep my compass the same width for the pointy end on A. And we're going to measure out one here. The pointy end on A. Okay, there. Those should be, oh, it's a little bit bigger. That's all right. The same distance. They should be the same distance. All right. So now I'm not even going to use the rest of this. Okay, my rhombus is going to be this big. So now what you're going to do is keeping your compass the same length. So let me get mine back because I messed it up a little bit. Oh no, we're okay. Is point your pointy end. Go ahead and label this if you want. I'll label it D. That's going to be the third vertex of your rhombus. To find the last vertex, you're going to put your pointy end on D, keeping your compass the same width apart. And we're going to draw an arc. Oh, hopefully your compass doesn't move. Okay, that should be big enough. Sorry, so I drew an arc. Then, keeping your compass the same distance apart, pointy end goes on C, and we're going to draw another arc. Goodness, stay there. There we go. Okay. So your point of intersection is your key. I'll label that E. All right. So now using your straight edge and hopefully a better pencil, mine's not very good, I'm going to connect D to E. So hold on. D to E. So I connected D to E, and now I'm going to connect C to E. My fat pencil. Okay, that was a little bit off. I'm not accounting for how chunky my pencil is here. That's better. Okay. And there is your rhombus. All right. Okay. The next one, construct a line parallel to line PR and through point N. hold on. Okay, I got a new pencil. Here we go. So, parallel line. Step 1. This point, there's going to be a line going through this point that's parallel to PR. So what I want to do is I'm going to connect N to hold on, I forgot where I was. Sorry. I had to erase everything. So, parallel. You can either connect P to N or R to N. I'm going to do R. You can do either one. So use your straight edge, connect these two, actually, and you're going to extend it past. Okay, so it extends past. All right. Okay, so we connected R to N. Now you're going to take your compass. You're going to put the pointy end on R. And then it doesn't matter how wide you have it. Don't go crazy. All right, you're just going to draw an arc. Okay. Oh, let me do that one more time. Kind of got faded on me. Draw an arc. There we go. That's better. Okay. Keeping your pencil the same, or your compass the same. So whatever distance you had it when you drew that arc, keep it the same. You're going to now move onto point N, pointy end on point N, pointy end on point N, and you're going to draw another arc. Okay. So I drew another arc. That was the same, my compass was the same width for both of these. Okay. Now, now you're going to use your your compass, and you're going to measure your arc. So from this point, this intersection point, to this intersection point. Okay, we're going to measure that with my compass. Okay, are you ready? Oh, before we do this, I'm actually going to label where my arc intersects my line. Let's just call it P, L, M, N, O, P, Q, Q. Okay. So sorry. Compass the same. You measure the arc. Now put your pointy end on Q and draw your arc down so they intersect. Okay. Do you want me to make it more aggressive? So they oh, don't move. So they intersect there. Okay. So your pointy part was on Q, or this little point here, and you drew an arc down. So now you have an intersection, which is your key. You're going to draw your parallel line through this point. We'll call it, I guess we'll call it S. Keep going with my alphabet. So I'm going to use my straight edge to connect these 2 points. Okay. Got a little away from me up top there. But now you have constructed a parallel line. The angles are the same. So this is actually called, if you would like, a transversal. This line RQ is called a transversal. Right? And it's intersecting 2 parallel lines, so these angles are the same. So this angle is the same as this angle. They are congruent. Okay. The next one, construct, an equilateral triangle with segment RS as one side. Okay. Equilateral triangle. I'm going to turn my paper. I think. I am going to turn my paper. Okay, but I'm going to, so equilateral triangle, all sides are the same length. All sides are the same length. So what is that length? I don't know. I'm going to measure it with my compass. So I'm going to measure our S. A little bit too big. Okay. There we go. Got the length of RS. So now, right now, my pointy part is on S, so I'm going to start on S, and you're just going to draw an arc. Hold on. Okay. Then you're going to switch. So now you're going to put your point, keeping your width the same, put your pointy part on point R, your pencil on S, and, oh, I lost my width a little bit there somehow. Okay. And then you're just going to draw another arc. Okay. Intersection is your key point. So there it is. QRST. Okay. Now just draw in your triangle. So I'm going to draw in line ST. And line RT. Okay. And now you have an equilateral triangle. All three sides are the same length. Okay. So that was 13. 14. Construct a regular square inscribed in the circle provided. Ooh. Provided. Anyways. This one we've only done once, and it was in a lesson. So it was one of my recorded lessons. So I'll go ahead and just do it again. Okay, so your first step in constructing a square in the circle is we're going to draw in our diameter. Okay, so your diameter goes through the center of your circle, and it goes all the way across. So it's going to go through this little dot. Now, really what we're going to do, this is going to be one diagonal of my square. So we're going to make the other diagonal. So here, let's go here. Diagonals of squares are perpendicular and, well, and congruent, but, and they bisect each other. So many things. And bisect each other. Okay. That got a little sloppy, sorry. What we're going to do is, using your compass, we're going to draw in the perpendicular bisector of this line. Okay? Diagonals are perpendicular and they bisect each other. So we're going to draw in the perpendicular bisector of this. I wish we would have done 16 before 14, but that's okay. Whatever. So to make your perpendicular bisector, you're going to put your pointy end. Here, let me label. V, W. Okay. Put my pointy end on V, and then you're going to go more than halfway across. As long as you're more than halfway, you're good. I'm going to go like right there. You're going to draw an arc up and, oh, sorry, more than halfway across. Right? As long as you're more than halfway, you're good. I'm going to draw an arc up and below, above and below. Okay? Then you're keeping your compass the same width apart. Put your pointy end on W, and you're going to do the same thing. So pointy end on W, my width is the same. You're going to draw your arc. So, arc up. There we go. Okay. Once again, for like the third time, your perpendicular, no, your intersection points are key, so it intersects here and here. So I'm going to connect those. Okay. So if your intersection point is outside the circle like mine is, it just means we made this a little bigger than we had to. So it's okay. We went a little bit more than half. We went a little bit too far. It's fine. But I'm just going to also put my point actually on the circle. Point it so it's actually on the circle. So if you made it really big and you ended up with like your intersection point down here, that's fine. You should have a line, right? We just drew a line connecting it, so just go ahead and put a point where it's on the line and also on the circle. Are you with me? So see how mine was a little bit too big, which is fine. So I'm just going to put a point on the line that we just drew in, but also on the circle. So on the edge of the circle. All right. Now all you have to do, these are our diagonals of our square. Now you just have to connect the points. So I'm going to put a point here, point here. You're just connecting them with a straight edge. And do not erase your other lines, all right? I need to see proof that you used construction. Anyone can sketch a square inside a circle. I need proof that you actually constructed it. And there. Ta-da! So there is my square. So all these sides are equal. Okay. Next thing. Construct a parallelogram using CD as one side and CE as the other side. Sorry, I did it again. I sketched it ahead and then whatever. So now I don't remember where I actually paused you because I went ahead without restarting. It's fine. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do this first. I'm going to copy the length of CE with my compass. Actually, we'll go ahead and draw an arc. So I'm going to have my pointy part on C, my pencil part on E, and I'm going to draw an arc to represent my angle that I want. Okay. Then, now this side is going to be equal to this side. They're going to be the same length. Opposite sides of a parallelogram have the same sides. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so keeping your compass the same length, I'm going to put my pointy end on D, and I'm going to draw a nice big arc. You can go full circle if you want. Make sure it's nice and big. Oh. Work with me here, paper. What are we doing here? Okay, that's good enough. Okay. Now, because I need a point of reference on this arc, so I'm going to extend line CD so that it intersects my arc. So use your straight edge. So where do you intersect? Oop, I put a hole in my paper. Okay, so it looks like the intersection point is right there. So now is when you will measure your arc. Hold on. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to measure our arc. So pointy end on one intersection point, your pencil on the other one. Okay, keeping it the same. You're going to put your pointy end on, oh, I didn't label this, F. We'll call it F. Pointy end on F. Okay, we're figuring out where this fourth vertex is going to be. It's going to be somewhere over here. We're just figuring out where. It's going to be on this arc, but we don't know where yet. That's what we're about to figure out. We're about to figure out exactly where it goes on this arc. So pointy end on F, and then go ahead and make another arc. There we go. Point of intersection. And then ignore F now, we're done with it. Now you're just going to connect all your vertices. So let's call this H. Okay, so go ahead. You're going to connect. So vertex 1, 2, 3, 4. So just go ahead and connect E to H and H to D. Oops, that line was a little wonky. My bad. And H to D. That hole in my paper is really messing with me. All right, there you go. And there is your parallelogram. So this side is parallel to this side. And then top side is parallel to your bottom side. Ta-da! So remember, leave your markings. I want to see your work. I want to see your constructions. Anyone can sketch in a parallelogram. I need to see that you use constructions. Okay, goodness. Finally, bisect the angle LM. We're just going to do this like we did with our when we drew in our perpendicular bisector for the square. So I'm going to take my compass, put the pointy part on M, extend past the middle. So just make sure you're past the middle. Okay, that's probably going to be farther than I want, but that's okay. Draw an arc above and an arc below. Okay, keeping your compass the same width, switch over to L, pointing end on L, and you're going to draw arcs up and down. So draw an arc up, and an arc down. Okay. Just like when we were doing a square, you're looking for the point of intersections, and that's where you're going to draw in your bisector. It's also going to be perpendicular. There you go. So now it is perpendicular and it bisects. So this side is equal to this side. All right. The last one, bisect the angle RST. This you did on 7.1 homework, and I'm pretty sure I did it in the homework help video. I did. No, we did it in class. I didn't do it in the homework help video. Okay, anyway, so I'll do it now. So I'm going to start out by putting my pointy end on S, and then it doesn't matter. Make sure you're within the angle. Like, don't go all the way out here with your compass. So I'm going to go like right there. I'm going to draw an arc. There. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and put my little points where they intersect the angle. Okay, P and V. Okay. So then I'm going to put my pointy end on V. Your compass, it matters a little bit how wide it is. Don't go, well, actually, as long as you're, okay, you see T and R? Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. You see T and R? So I want my pencil part to be more than halfway between them. So like, well, no, actually it's fine. Doesn't matter. Just don't go outside the angle. Don't go way outside the angle. I wouldn't. So it doesn't really matter how wide your compass is. You can make it smaller if you want. You can make it a little bit bigger. You're going to draw an arc. Sorry, hold on. Lost it. There it is. If my compass would stay, that'd be great. Move the paper. Okay, there. And now is when it matters. Now you have to keep your compass the same distance that it just was. Okay, the same distance that it just was from V to your arc. You're going to do the same thing from P. Pointy end on P. Okay, and you're going to draw. There you go. So what you're looking for, that one was kind of wimpy, but what you're looking for is the point of intersection. There. Okay, so they intersect right there. Okay, so that is where your bisector is going to go. It's going to go through this point into the angle. So from the angle to said point. Hopefully that's about right. Oh, nope, you're going to miss it a little bit. Good job, good job. There we go. There is my angle bisector. So now this angle, this little angle is equal to this little angle. They're equal to each other. Boop, boop. All right, there you go. Woo! There, I did them all. I'm going to go eat lunch now.